So you're trying to do that assignment and you're staring at the screen and nothing's happening. You might call this writer's block. I've got nothing to say. There's really clear and simple strategies around this, and the reality is there's no such thing as writer's block, but it's very hard to get started sometimes. So how do we deal with writer's block? Instead of thinking, for example, of 1,000 words to write, think of it as, hey, that sounds like 8 paragraphs of roughly 120 words each. So what do I want to say in each paragraph? A paragraph should have one key point. So instead of saying I have to write 1,000 words, you say I have to think of 8 key points that I want to explore. And then you might just write down the heading of 1 or 2 of those points. So normally you would want to touch on previous research or what have other famous, clever people had to say. Okay, so I'm going to say what's the history in this area? And then you might say what's a new development in this area? That's another topic heading. Sit down and say, can I write 100 words, 10 lines about what's new in this area and what previous people have had to say? Start writing. And all of a sudden, you've got 120 to 240 words. And you can set it aside and say, okay, I've done my work today. Tomorrow, we'll look at the next couple of paragraphs and we'll flesh it out. And if you do this over a few days, that intimidating 1,000 words just appears on the page.